Hey everyone, Coach Stefan Rudolph from recoveredcoaching.com coming to you from beautiful Lake Hodges here in Escondido, California. Taking a hike on my lunchtime out here and enjoying the sun, enjoying the life of beautiful nature in North County, San Diego, California, Escondido. And wanted to come to you today to celebrate life and what we have, all of us have in us is that passion should have and must sometimes renew is that passion to live and that passion to understand life a little bit better even when the obstacles in life come our way. So the reason I'm coming to you today is I have a client that has had a big impact on my life, and I know I on him as well, and we are working together and growing together in my program of recovered coaching in the life coaching area, recovery coaching, personal growth, self-development. We had a great topic today to discuss, and it made me think about my years past, about 10 years ago, in dealing with a lot of people in the area of property management, paying rent on time, some people late, some people not paying, some people saying that they're going to stay here, they're going to do everything against the rules that we agreed upon in our area for property management, and what happens in our life when people dispute the rules about, say, life or the way we understand it personally, the way we feel that our life should go, and then other people have different rules about the way their life should go, and the conflicts that we have when it comes together. I took some notes on this because a big part of my life is always reviewing things, understanding things a little bit better, knowing how to grow in life and constantly learn from others. Remember that analogy, the one finger pointed out, you got three fingers pointed in. So if I'm pointing my finger all my life at this person, that person, my ex, my dad, this, that, family members, anything, friends, past friends, it's constantly blaming others and getting no fuel on the inside to grow. It only fuels anger and resentment. Now, this is where the topic today comes into play because of dealing with frustration, separating basically the areas of your surroundings on the outside with what's going on the inside. So battling two different areas. Somebody may come up to you and say that they have they are not believing in what you say, or they are not following the same path. They don't believe in what you're doing. It happens in my area quite a bit, and people saying, well, you used to be like this, you used to be like that, or people I don't even know making a comment or coming up and saying, you can't do this, you can't overcome epilepsy, you have to do it this way, you can't overcome addiction, you can't overcome alcohol. They did it one way, I'm doing it another. So believing in myself is what changed my life. Believing in my heart, living with heart, compared to the brain area, the mind area of learning on the outside. What I learned on the outside, what I learned from books, what I learned in school, what I got my degree in, things were all in my mind. I found later the passion in my heart. So living with heart, there's a difference between living with heart and living through the knowledge of your mind, because you have to learn things in society in order to get to where you want to be, of course, when it comes to making money, your job, your industry, the field you're in, what you got your education in, great. But if you're not living with heart, that's where my life began to die. That's where I suffered from more anger, resentment, frustration. I kept finding excuses and reasons to say, I'm going to blame my ex, I'm going to blame my father, I'm going to blame this person, I'm going to blame that person. Everything was falling around me, but I wasn't looking inside of me. And when I started looking inside of me, those things around me started disappearing, those obstacles started disappearing, and my new life began. So as you know, if you do more research on YouTube, motivational speeches, Tony Robbins, Les Brown, Eric Thomas, these areas and these speakers that I've seen and are familiar with, day in and day out, I listen to personal growth, self-development, and no matter what the day, rain or shine, in every area of life, I try to be thankful for something, one thing every day, every minute of every day, the 1,000 thank yous. Thank you to the 1,000th power. So the biggest part of today's topic is dealing with frustration, separating from your surroundings. And there's a difference between anger on the inside and anger on the outside. Somebody may come up to you and have a dispute about, say you're driving, or somebody at work says you should be doing things this way, and they're very angry. You can see that at you, but also the anger comes from within. So what they're trying to do is vent that anger from within them into in you. And sometimes without a barrier, without an understanding of what is absorbed in our mind, goes directly to our heart and pushes that venom, that fuel, just to be upset, and they've won. That person as one. They have brought your anger and fueled your personality, your beliefs, your thoughts, your program, your day, your everything into their beliefs, their programming, their understanding. Their anger has been vented onto you. And then you blame them and say, well, this is what he said, this is what she said, this, that, and the third, everything else that what everybody else said is affected by you because you have no barrier. There is a barrier of understanding, a barrier of spiritual belief, a barrier of the heart is the passion, and the mind is the fuel. So be able to have passion and act with passion and live with passion and know that what you're putting out is what you're going to bring in. So when somebody comes to you with anger, and it's going to happen, could be happening every day as I talk with my client here, day in and day out, people that he deals with, a lot of anger comes to him. You did this, you did that, I want this, I want that. And immediately, if there's no barrier, if there's no understanding, if there's no observation of what is going on and the segregation of understanding the spirit and the mind, the beliefs in our soul and the beliefs in our mind. This is action, this is physical, this is what's going on, but it's how we absorb it and how we understand it and how we process it. So if somebody comes up and says, get out of my way, I don't need you here, whatever the incident may be, then they're yelling at me, I have to understand immediately. I don't take it to heart. I'm saying something's wrong with this person. They've got a lot of issues in life. If they're coming up and instead of saying, can you please excuse me, if you cut somebody off in line and not know it and they get pissed off at you because of an accident, and then you take that and you get in a fight right then and there, you've gone down to their level. So keep your standards at a higher level and understand that what these people are doing to you is none of your business. What other people think about you is none of your business. Now, when they come at you with anger and resentment for something you did, maybe at work or in a relationship, it's understandable there's going to be anger and fuel, but going back to them and understanding that you have to be your own person, your own man, your own woman, your own spirit, your own being, and your own outcome will come from there. The income out here, not financial income, but the income, the presence, the observations, what you're taking in will be the outcome that you process. So make sure as it processes through here, in order to process through here in the heart, in order to have the right positive outcome, process it slower, understand, and don't point fingers, don't blame others for how you are feeling. Your feelings are your choice, and your choice becomes your results by the actions that you take from those feelings, from that passion, from that action. Those results come from within. If you are living constantly in the ego is up here, the 10% of the mind, body, and spirit. The other 90% is actually spirit, heart, mind, body, and soul all combined running in spirit. But if you process it through the ego and act and not think, and somebody comes up to you angry and says this, and you say, well, and you start fighting back, the levels go from here to there and you're following them, blowing up. Be your own leader, not a follower. Understand that the results that you have on the outside are what you get by processing it on the inside. Know this and know these facts, and let me know if you have any other questions, if you'd like to talk, and or if you have a coaching program, speaker, any type of area that is helping others in health, wellness, personal growth, teacher, anything in life that you'd like to talk about, contact me. I'm also interviewing people on my podcast show, video podcast show, and that is the 2020 Vision Quest, seeing things in more light. I've been doing that for about 3 years. Now it's 2020. So stepping it up to interview more people. Let me know other questions. You can go on my website, recoveredcoaching.com, and I'll be here to help you grow to the next level. This is Coach Stefan Rudolph coming to you from beautiful Lake Hodges in San Diego, North County, San Diego, California. Peace.